What's going on? What's going on, guys? JayeDeBlack here. Salute to everybody that's tuning in. And what do you know? Brittney Griner is getting divorced again. She's filing for divorce after 8 years from her wife, Cherelle. This is the woman who stayed by her side while she was arrested and jailed in Russia. Y'all remember that? And she was doing interviews and she was speaking up for her right in her corner. Well, Brittney Griner repays her by a couple of years later filing for divorce. And this is also after Cherelle had a child through IVF, I believe. If I'm wrong, y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Because Brittney wanted that. Just like Brittney wanted, similar to her situation with Glory. Y'all remember Glory? Y'all remember Glory Johnson? A woman she was with over 10 years ago. Glory, they have this child. They they have twins. However, they have twins, and then broke up with Glory. And according to comments that I've seen, apparently Brittney doesn't even acknowledge the twins that she had with Glory. And I think it's because after the relationship, Glory started dating men again. Now, it could have changed, but I from what I understand, after they divorced, Glory started dating men again. Maybe that's why Brittney really wanted nothing to do with her. I've told y'all over and over, marriage is a complete joke nowadays. Nobody takes it seriously. No one takes marriage seriously. Absolutely not. And this is why I've said this, and I've gotten pushed back. I don't care, because these people don't take marriage seriously. They don't even take relationships seriously. And when I'm talking about these people, I'm talking about people of today, Gen Zers, millennials, even the Gen Xers. Y'all be getting married and getting divorced within a couple of months, a couple of years. Y'all don't take it seriously. And the thing is, Brittney has known Cherelle since college, but they stayed in touch when Brittney was dating Glory, and then got back together after the Glory situation, right? And they've been together for years. I believe they got married in 2019. They're saying 2018. It could be 2019. But marriage is a joke. These people don't take it seriously. It's just a way to feel validated. You have these lesbian couples that get together to feel validated by marriage, and they'll have these IVF kids so that these studs can feel like men until child support comes. When child support comes, they're a woman again. So let's get into this. This is according to People Magazine. Brittney Griner and wife Cherelle Griner are ending their marriage. The WNBA star filed for divorce in Fulton County, Georgia on Thursday, July 30th, according to court records obtained by People. The couple have been married since June of 2018 and have been separated since July 24th of 2026. According to court documents, previous news reports stated the two have been married since 2019, as I said earlier. Brittney, the petitioner of the divorce, called their union irretrievably broken. She and Cherelle, who met when they were students at Baylor University in Waco, Texas, share a 2-year-old son, Bash. In the filing, Brittney is seeking joint legal custody. Representative for the Connecticut Sun-Star did not immediately respond for comment. The Atlanta Journal-Constitution was first to report the news. Cherelle, an attorney, was an advocate for her wife after she was detained and imprisoned in Russia in February 2022 when vape cartridges containing cannabis oil were found in her bag. Brittney was charged with smuggling narcotic drugs into the country, where marijuana is illegal, and received a 9-year sentence 6 months later. 4 months after she was initially sentenced, Texas native was released from the Russian prison in December 2022. People spoke to Cherelle at the time about getting her wife back. She said that, "I thought about that moment 1,000 times, and I thought that I'd be full of tears," Cherelle said. "But I was overwhelmingly happy. It was the first time I was able to finally exhale. And I'm like, oh, thank God this is such a great day. And let me say this, she was doing interviews. She was very outspoken about trying to get Brittney out, right? Now, when you're in these countries like Brittney, you have to understand there are certain laws that you need to abide by. And she didn't do it. Whether you think it's just or not, you can't be going to foreign countries, bringing things into the country that shouldn't be there. You know, and she broke the law there. So that's that, right? Now you can agree or disagree on what happened as far as the sentencing, but they were never going to keep her for 9 years. It was all about negotiations. But Cherelle stuck by her side. She stayed there. She fought for her, only for Cherelle to get divorced. You could look at this a number of ways. Did Cherelle do something? Did Brittney do something? Brittney's the one filing, so obviously, if it's irretrievably broken, people are going to believe that Cherelle done something. Now, this can go a number of different ways. Is Cherelle just going to stay quiet about the divorce? Is she going to let this play out? Could this be a trial separation? I don't think so. Brittney probably already want to be with somebody else. That could be what it is too. These women get into these relationships as if it's going to be different from any relationships that we've seen with men and women. But it isn't, because people are people, right? When you have Brittney Griner, the stud of the relationship, she wear the pantsuit in the relationship. She's still gonna act like an athlete because she is. She's gonna be on the road. In the WNBA, you know, they are literally eating off each other. You know, they're hooking up with each other. We know that goes on. On my Basic Social Politics channel, my second channel, I talked about how there was a WNBA player, Jaye Carrington, who called out her WNBA ex-girlfriend for sleeping with her teammates. Teammates, plural. I mean, it's just a lot of eating going on out there in the WNBA. In the WNBA, it's a lot of eating going on. But listen, I've been telling y'all this for years. Marriage does not have the same meaning that it did 50, 60 years ago, where couples had to get married for survival. The man would work, the woman would stay home with the children. Now you got situations where women are in the workforce. Women are choosing incapable men who are incapable of leading, and then expect the relationship or the marriage to work, and it doesn't. And then you got women dating other women, thinking that somehow it's going to be different than when they date men. It's never going to be that. Cheating is going to happen regardless. And then when you have a lesbian stud like Brittney Griner, you know, she's going to be out there because she's going to be out there doing her. But what is Cherelle doing? Because for Brittney Griner, for her to file for divorce, something must have happened. Cherelle must have done something, because again, Cherelle is the feminine one in the relationship. Cherelle is out here. You know, if you didn't know who Cherelle was with, you would think that she dates men. She's what I said the same thing about Jaye Carrington. They carry themselves like women who don't necessarily date women. And they date women like Brittney Griner. I don't know why they date studs, which is interesting mental thing, right? You don't date men, but you date a stud. Like, you know, I say the same thing about the Brat and her wife, Judy. Like, Judy, both of them shaped just alike. Both of them, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's weird because I guess because the Brat, she is she's like the less feminine one, but you dress the Brat up, she looks very feminine, right? Just weird, right? But yeah, I guess she dresses like a tomboy, so you know. But y'all gotta let me know what y'all think in the comment section. What would drive a woman like Brittney Griner to file for divorce? And why is she getting with these women and having them go through IVF just so she can feel more like a man with children. Do you know child support come with that? Because Cherelle is definitely going to put on child support, because she's already on child support for the children, the IVF children she has with Glory. Because I'm telling you right now, that stuff adds up. And you know, these studs be out here trying to be dudes, not understanding the costs. It costs to be a man. It's hard. It's hard. And when you try to step in as a stud, you want to step into a man's placement as a leader of a household, you have to assume the responsibilities. But it's funny how in a male-female relationship dynamic, women file for divorce most times, right? In this situation, you have Brittney Griner, who is the stud. She, you know, the stud, the masculine one in the relationship, she's filing first. She's filing first, not Cherelle. Cherelle isn't filing first, but she's filing first. What does that tell you? So y'all let me know in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts. Like this video, share this video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, click notification bell. Check out all those videos on this channel, and I'll see y'all next one.